Hello girls and gays, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another Jubilee video. This time it's 6 lesbians versus 1 secret straight girl. So this is basically another video where I'm putting my gaydar to the test and I'm gonna try and guess along with them to see who the straighty is. Why does that feel like a slur? We're gonna find the straighty. If you haven't seen this format before, they basically put 6 people in a box and then no one knows who the straight person is, and then they all guess. The straight person's still in at the end, then they lose. And if they vote the straight person out, then they win. Quick run through. All right, let's get started.
I'm a lesbian.
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 That music is so dramatic.
I am Mars, and I went to an all-girls school for 5 years, so I feel like that's pretty...
Is it gay to go to an all-girls school, or is that where your parents just enrolled you? Red flag already.
I feel like my appearance is an upset, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Elisa. My girlfriend was the first time I ever stood up for myself.
Hi, my name is Iris, and I eat what I have.
I feel like that's such a straight person. I'm trying to be a lesbian. She basically said, I'm Maya and I eat pussy. Why did she say that? I'm Maya and I eat what I have. That was even a straight way of saying it. Some girl afterwards said, you are what you eat?
My name's Maya, and I go to Berkeley, and I'm a film and media student.
My name's Claire.
Gay.
I've been in a relationship with the most beautiful woman, my girlfriend, for 2.5 years, officially yesterday.
my name's Mara, and I've been married since January 31st.
Okay, if I had to vote right now, I'm going for the girl that said she went to an all-girls school because that doesn't matter your sexuality. And then the girl that said, I eat what I am. You eat lesbians? You're a cannibal?
I voted her out just because she was the straightest looking.
The second we walked in, I looked at everybody's outfits, and I feel like everyone just kind of had like a more eccentric vibe to their outfit, whereas Mara was just wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Not everyone has to be a fashion gay, though.
Y'all, it is not me, though, for real.
She just talks a little bit too much, and it feels like she's overcompensating.
I'm letting y'all know right now, it is not me. Y'all will see my girl outside. It's letting y'all know. Probably the nails, it's probably the hair, it's probably the lashes, the makeup, the gloss, so.
Or it's the fact that you went in it way too overly confident.
To start us off, who is everybody's childhood crush or like gay awakening?
Have you guys seen Liz McGuire? Or are you too young for that? Miranda. Elaine.
So real.
That's actually a good answer. That's really specific. So she's off my radar.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Honey was a bit Tilda, but also Amanda Bynes, and specifically in Sydney White.
I don't
Okay.
remember my childhood one, but like 6th grade was RuPaul's Drag Race, Adore Delano. That was her in drag. I don't know. I don't know.
I wasn't exposed to much as a kid, but Rooney Mara from Carol, if you guys have seen that movie.
Oh my god.
Honestly, my first one's not like a movie character or like a TV show character. It's a bank teller that I went to go see with my dad, and I think he was using me as his wingman, but I had my own idea of what was going on.
A little bit in your diary.
Yeah, a little bit.
There was this girl in my, 4th grade class, I want to say. One time she was standing in front of me at the teacher's desk, and I was like, oh my god. But I was in Catholic school at the time, so I was like, oh no. And then stopped thinking about it for 3 years.
She went to Catholic all-girls school. That's even worse. All of those answers were really gay, so none of those gave red flags for me. Especially the girl in all green. Her answer was really specific, and the bank teller girl. Those are specific answers. So
Question: what would you guys are you guys top, bottom, switch, femme, mask? What do you identify within the lesbian realm?
of course this question came into it.
Verse, switch. I'm definitely femme. I would say not. I go hyper femme when I go out. I love makeup and dressing up and costumes in that way.
Yeah.
I would say I'm switch, but also I feel like, no offense to you cute Gen Zers, I feel like the mask femme thing is a little bit more Gen Z than when I was growing up and coming out. It wasn't really discussed. Those terms didn't even exist then.
We do love a label these days.
So I think my wife and I both are a little bit of both.
I'm more mask top, as you can tell. But yeah, I would say, I like the bottom, whatever.
I like to bottom, whatever. It honestly might be her as a straight girl, and they put her there thinking that you'll never guess that.
But I do become more feminine when I'm in the club often.
I know. So like,
I think I would be a bottom. Sorry, so I'm not used to saying these things aloud, if you can tell.
She's like, y'all, we're on video right now.
Definitely verse, and I feel like my parents definitely leans more feminine, but in relationships, I'm typically the more mask person.
Yeah. I'm definitely a switch, and I think my style reflects that, like pretty stereotypically. Sometimes I dress like a little fairy, sometimes I dress like a 12-year-old boy.
Literally everyone said switch, but I feel like it's just been so like talked up, like top or bottom, top or bottom. Like in reality of the situation, are we all not tossing around a little bit? Are we all not taking our turn? Oh, I have to rethink my life when I do these videos.
How was everybody's family and friends when you guys came out? Like, was it difficult? Was it?
I think I can take this one. So the first time I brought it up, I did it at dinner over, I believe, Christmas break. The first thing I knew that was going to have a bad response because I grew up in an Asian household that was like pretty traditional, conservative. And my mom, first thing she said was that like something about like conversion therapy, stuff like go out of it, and I would need to find a husband eventually. And still to this day, she calls my girlfriend of 5 years. Oh, why am I getting too emotional? No, it's okay. She still calls my girlfriend of more than 5 years still my friend, which kind of hurts, but yeah. Sorry.
Well, I believe her. She's like about to cry.
30 seconds left.
my parents were very supportive. I grew up in a liberal Chicago city-based place. They gave my dad gave me a pin, and my mom said, "Yeah, of course you never liked boys."
Yeah, I came out with a girlfriend when I was 15. Parents were cool, uncles gay, great.
So my principal outed me to my mom. My mom was not happy about it. I got grounded for like a year. It was really awesome. And then my girlfriend's parents, who were like strict,
Is that allowed?
Mexican parents, grounded her and pulled her out of the school.
I came out as asexual when I was 16, and that broke my parents' heart because they wanted me to find somebody that I loved. So when I was 18 and I came out, it was actually a huge relief to them.
So I never had to come out. My mom knew I was gay. She asked me. My sister's gay, and so yeah, it's just always kind of been apparent.
None of them had struggles coming out except for one person. I mean, good for them, but I almost don't believe them. Someone here is lying. Okay, wait, if I have to vote this round, I'm voting for Gianna.
Talked about celebrity crushes, she didn't even give us one. And she basically was just like, yeah, I just came out because my sister's gay.
Even though she looked definitely the part, and I really believed her confidence, I just thought, okay, I think other people are also going to vote for her.
Please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game. All right, that's very clear.
Even if you feel confident you voted like the mole out, I just feel like simply 5 people is too many to keep the game going. Like I barely know anything about these people yet.
I want to ask, like, what's the gayest thing you've done to impress a woman? For me, I made matching silk chiffon heart-shaped pillows for my girlfriend and I because we both love Muna's
She's
silk
gay.
chiffon song.
I've had a long distance partner in Sweden for over 5 years, so we're limited in what we can do for gestures. What I did do was buy her a limited edition TCG mount on World of Warcraft. I know that sounds super nerdy, but
That's cool.
but I think I spent over $2,000 on it for, supposedly it was going to be for eventually a marriage gift later down the line, but I wanted to buy it before it became increasingly in price, but I couldn't keep a secret, so I just ended up giving it really early.
She's a lesbian. You're spending $2,000 on your long distance girlfriend. That's the most lesbian thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
So I worked in editing on a video game series. You know Life is Strange before the storm? Yes, and Dana is my personal fave. So I got autographed from every single one of the people. I gave it to my now wife. It was like the...
I want to play Life is Strange. If you want me to play Life is Strange on this channel, comment down below. Since they're talking about it, it's on my list of things to do.
I think the gayest thing I've done is my best friend at the time came over and confessed that she was in love with me, and so then we like cried because I didn't feel the same, and it was just like a really intense conversation, and then I made her dinner afterwards because I felt bad that she was crying, and then we sat and watched a movie before she headed home and like cried.
You're not really talking about you being a lesbian, you're just kind of saying like, yeah, my friend had a crush on me and I denied her.
Mars has been giving me red flags since the beginning, and the fact that she had a best friend that was in love with her and she didn't feel the same way, that's normally like she would be straight and that's why she didn't feel the same way. Not that if 2 people are gay, they have to date each other. Like she could have just not liked the girl, but I just think there's more lore behind it.
Question, are you guys bothered by any particular celebrity queer baiting?
Celebrities can't queer bait, by the way.
People think about like Billie Eilish, I would say, with the whole like I wish you were gay kind of thing. Like she definitely was one of my celebrity crushes. When I went to Coachella 2019, I was like, I'm meeting her like somehow, but
I would say Ariana Grande. I can't remember the song, something like break up with your boyfriend because they're bored or something. At the end, she ends up hooking up with the girl, but like there was no reason for it. Like she's never said that. I don't know.
As a queer person, I love representation. Like I get it doesn't have to happen every time, but one of the reasons I didn't come out till later is because the gay actors that I loved, like they were gay in real life, but I was like, oh, it's an interesting character choice.
Yeah.
So I do think it's so important.
You know which person out of this group you guys have the highest doubt in, so we can have that person speak more.
Oh my gosh, he said let's start being confrontational. Just name who you think is straight. Mars. I think Mars is straight.
Can I ask about how you met your wife?
Yes, so she's friends with two of my coworkers at this. I review content for a children's programming network, and so we all had this. It's actually funny. It's a Christian network, but every single person I work with is gay, and so we had this big LGBTQ Christian party, which is pretty unheard of. And I met her there. She is 47. She is a lot older than me. That was harder to stomach for my parents than me being gay, but they absolutely love her now. They actually gave her. This is the ring my mom proposed, or my dad proposed to my mom with, and this is what they gave to her as a.
I feel like it's pretty gay to date a woman way older than you. Unless she's straight and it's her husband, because straight women also love dating old men, so I don't really know.
Creating confidence in you. I kind of have a little bit. Obviously, can give you some credit for yourself, but I won't vote you out because I don't. Just because I have doubt.
They always agree with me.
At the end of the day, I thought everyone but Mars seemed more lesbian to me because Mars was just like too pretty.
What does she mean by that? Girl, what do you mean by that? Gay people can't be hot? We're gonna move on. We're gonna pretend she didn't say that.
That's crazy. I haven't had someone question my sexuality since I was probably 12. Obviously, time was against me and the clock ran out, so I wasn't able to answer. And so I left everyone with like a final impression of, oh, we're sus with Mars, which is valid.
We have a new rule for future rounds. Every time you vote out the wrong person, the prize money will be cut in half.
That doesn't feel fair.
Please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game.
One more round. One more.
Okay.
What is your like favorite thing and least favorite thing about being a lesbian like today?
Homophobia. Women.
I would say my favorite thing is the amount of acceptance in the community is lovely. My least favorite thing is hearing the stories that my wife has gone through because she's 47. And so she obviously faced a lot more prejudice. I would say that's sorry, least favorite thing.
The people that get emotional, I'm like, you're gay. Unless you're just a really big ally, but like, you're clearly upset about homophobia, queen. And her answers have been really specific, so she's fine.
Also decentralizing men from your life and how that's improved my relationships with other women. Also just being in love with a woman, I feel like is like, not to favor, but it's like a more evolved sense, and there's such beauty in being outside, and specifically so outside the patriarchy. And then something I don't like, I still think there's issues within the community, within, you know, judgments and inclusion that I really hope that we, you know, strive forward with and do more work on.
I like being sort of just like the opposite of what is like normal. Like I feel like that is so awesome. And yeah, and I think my least favorite thing is probably like just like older men not understanding, especially like out in public spaces, there not being enough spaces like bars and this and that. It's just like you can't be yourself, and it's like you really don't fit in, and it's just, you know, that's what I really hate about it.
There are some people, and in particular, there's some in the lesbian community who have said that I can't call myself a lesbian because I have been in a relationship with a woman who happens to be trans, and the last time I told my coworker about that, they said I couldn't possibly classify myself as a lesbian if I was willing to be with someone before surgery, or and really digged into my sexual history too. So it's stuff like that. But the reason why I actually came here today was because I wanted to let trans people know that you're not an abomination, you're not a monster. You are fully capable of being loved, and as I love my partner, it's nobody else's business, and you can be you, and that's okay.
I love her so much. She's so cute. I love her. And I believe them all. So now what? I mean, I guess that means we won. If I'm planning on voting out Maya, because she was the only masked woman they put in there, and so I feel like you have to eliminate her because why'd they throw one masked person in there? I don't believe her. I don't know. I really don't know. I just want the figurative money that I'm not getting.
If you are a woman dating a trans woman, you are in a lesbian relationship, don't let anyone invalidate trans people.
This is super topical right now.
If anyone has any doubts about me, I'd love to clear it up. I am, at this point, the most, like, straight looking of them all. I feel like 2 have cried. There's no way Maya's, like,
That's what
not
I'm saying.
a lesbian. It's gonna be me.
That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think. That's why they put her there.
Ever want to get married someday?
Listen, I'm working towards it. I do feel it's a little archaic. I do feel it's a little patriarchal.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
I do think it's evolving, and I do think it's. I think weddings are
Can be
awesome.
done the right way.
I think for us, like, she kind of like hadn't been with any women before me.
Yeah.
And she's sort of just like the lipstick lesbian type. So we don't want to just like conform and just like be just like a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maya's using lipstick lesbian in terms and stuff.
Way ties. You will have 10 seconds to make your argument for why you should not be voted out.
Liars typically have their guard up, but I've been very vulnerable about my lived experience and what I had to go through. So, yeah.
Great. I grew up playing soccer. I'm a golden gay, never had sex with a man. Serial dater, only dated women. And yeah, look at me. There's no way.
Look at me. There's no way. You put that costume on this morning. I'm just kidding. She's probably gay. Whoever voted for Alyssa, you're on my hit list.
I'm gonna take it to the camera and just tell my girlfriend Allie so much. You're the light of my life. I'm gonna cry, but I love being lesbian. Please, like, be inclusive if you're someone who's judgmental. Stop it.
Everyone's
Sort of
crying.
there, but I think my emotions with my love of my wife and the hardships that she has gone through in her life, I think hopefully make it pretty clear that I am 100% lesbian. Golden gay as well. Yeah. One of the things she said that stood out to me was she said, "Just look at me." I felt like, okay, she's dressing up.
They voted out every single person I wanted to be voted out.
How could you vote me? I am literally the blueprint.
I'm literally the blueprint. You're a mole.
Please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game.
We won. We won. We read it. We read it.
If the lights turn green, that means you have voted out the mole and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
It's not me. It's not me.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
I can't handle it if it's Alyssa. I really can't handle it.
It's not me. It's not me.
When I count down to 1, the mole will step forward and reveal themselves. 3, 2, 1.
Her answers were so detailed, but I think she was just replacing her husband with her wife. Like, she was genuinely talking about her husband and how they met, but like, she was calling him her wife. Because when she said they met at the Christian thing, that was a little bit of a red flag. I even was like, if her husband's 47, you know, like, I even did was like, I mean, it could be her husband. I'm appalled, to say the least.
I was gagged.
One of my really, really close friends is a lesbian, so I was talking to her a lot. She was asking her friends who are also lesbian, and we were texting and chatting, and I was getting all the scoops and all the lingo and verbiage that I had no idea existed. I do work in children's content review, but I'm also an actor and an acting coach, so I pulled out some of those watermarks.
I had a feeling it was Mara, but that was completely depleted once Alyssa had loyalty for her. But it was truly so devastating and hard because I felt like we bonded.
I'm sorry, guys. You're so nice. I'm so sorry. I feel
Did she was literally about to cry at one point. Someone book her for a movie expeditiously. I want to see her in the new Fantastic Four movie. Just CGI her in. She's that good.
happy that I won. I hope I didn't offend anybody during this process. I loved everybody that I met here, and I feel bad for lying, but not that bad because I just won. So
If you think about it, that straight woman just stole a bunch of money from gay people. I'm just kidding. Don't cancel her, please. I'm literally kidding.
Lesbians come in literally all different shapes, sizes, colors, styles, sexual preferences, all of the above.
As a lesbian and as a bush lesbian, I want it to make it very clear, have like a little girl within ourselves.
I feel like I have to say my condolences for everyone. I was like, sorry, Maya. Sorry, Mars. I feel like those were the two that I was trying to get out the most. My apologies. She is just a masked woman. She's not in costume. And Mars really just didn't have feelings for her best friend.
Well, I think everyone is deserving of love, and some days you may not feel like it, but try to love yourself try to love other people, and be kind.
Literally no difference between anyone and a lesbian. We're just like a little bit better.
Always wanted to do this.
That was supposed to be gay people's money. Okay, I guess I'm a big fat loser. Normally I do kind of good at these type of things. Y'all understood where I was coming from, right? Well, it has been fun. It has been a gratin. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys with another video soon.